This is a basic introduction to the Panasonic HMC-150 HD camcorder. I'm going to go through the basic settings that allow you to operate this camera to get the best quality picture that you can. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure you have your media card. It comes with the camera when you check it out. The 16 gigabyte SDHC card. It is a tapeless camera, so it will record your video and audio footage on this media card. To insert the card, you're going to open the door on the back of the camera by pushing the card holder door to the left to open, and then down, and then taking the card with the metal grates on the back of the card facing down and insert into the back of the camera, and then close the door. The next thing you'll need for your camera is a battery or an AC adapter that goes on the back of the camera. Take the battery with the metal grates down and line it up to the back of the camera, inserting it, pushing down until it clicks. To remove the battery, push the gray button on the back just above the camera or the battery. Push down, lift up on the battery, and pull out. Once you have the card and the battery onto the camera, the next thing you're going to do is turn the camera on. Once the camera is turned on, adjust the menu settings for the recording format. Press the menu button, move the joystick down to select the recording setup. Once it is highlighted yellow, you're going to push the joystick once to select recording setup. In the recording setup menu, you're going to want to select the recording format. To select the format, make sure record format is highlighted on the menu. Then push the joystick button once, and you'll be given a list of formats for the resolution and frame rate of the video you will be shooting. Most common for your class will be PH720 30p. To select it, push the joystick button once, check to make sure the menu reads record format PH720 30p, and you're ready to go. To exit the recording setup, press the menu button once. The next thing you'll want to do is adjust your focus and your iris. Frame your subject. I'm using the flowers here. To set your focus, zoom in all the way in on your subject, and you can adjust the focus by using the focus ring here. And you will notice on the side of the camera, for the focus, it has for the ring, focus or iris. If this setting is set on focus, this ring on the lens of the camera will adjust the focus of your video. If this ring setting is set on iris, the ring will adjust the iris of the camera. I'm going to move the ring to the focus because I like to use the ring to focus. And I'm going to focus it as sharply as I can. This camera also offers a focus assist button here. If you press this, it will show up on your viewfinder as a larger image on the viewfinder to assist you to adjust your focus even sharper. Pressing focus assist again, and it returns to your regular view through the camera lens. Next is the iris. You'll adjust the iris by pressing the iris button here on the left side of the camera. By pressing it once, it'll go to auto iris. Pressing it again will set it to manual iris. To adjust the iris, you're going to use this dial here on the side of the camera. If it's not selected, to use the ring for the iris. And you'll use this dial here to adjust the iris of the camera. If it is set to close, the iris of the camera is closed all the way. And then you've got your various f-stops And if it goes to open, that means that that is the farthest the iris can open on the camera. Next, adjust the white balance. So I'm going to zoom out and frame my subject. And to adjust the white balance, you will need a white piece of paper or a white card. And to do that, you just put the white card in front of the lens of your camera as close to your subject as possible. And on the front of the camera, there is a AWB button just under the lens. And you're going to press that once. When the display is clear, your white balance is set. The next thing you may need to adjust is the shutter speed. Press the shutter button on the side of the camera once, and it'll give you the shutter speed. To increase it, you're going to press the plus button to the right of the shutter button, or to decrease, you can press the negative button. If you will be using audio, attach a microphone to the camera. You will take an XLR cable for your microphone and connect it to one of two ports on the front right side of the camera. To remove the microphone, push down on the push button and pull the microphone out. In front of the audio jacks for audio 1 and 2, there are also adjustments for the mic and the line level. If you're using a microphone, you're going to use the mic level. If you're using a audio mixer or plugging into the main soundboard at a concert or theatrical event, you will use the line input. The next thing, to monitor your audio, you will need a pair of headphones with a 1/8 millimeter jack that goes into the back of the camera. As you're recording your audio, you'll notice that there are two channels, 1 and 2. On the left side of the camera, you have audio adjustment settings here. Channel 1 select selects the input that you want on channel 1. Internal is for the internal microphone located on top of the camera. Input 1 is the input 1 microphone jack on the front right of the camera. Input 2 is input number 2 on the front right of the camera. Channel 2 select gives you the internal microphone, which is the right channel of the internal microphone on top of the camera. And input 2 is the channel 2 input on the right front of the camera. You'll also notice there's a mic power. This is for your phantom power for use with microphones that are not powered independently by a battery. If your microphone uses a battery, put these selections for the phantom power off. Next thing will be to adjust the audio levels, which you'll see on your display in the bottom left corner for 1 and 2. On the bottom left of the side of the camera, you'll see an audio selection for channel 1 and channel 2. You'll adjust them accordingly to whichever channel you have your microphone attached to. Once you have your audio settings set and you've got your focus, your shutter, your white balance, and everything is set up and framed properly, you're ready to record. To record video, you're going to press the red button once. You'll notice on the viewfinder that you'll get the REC letting you know that it is recording. To stop recording, press the red button again, and the camera goes into pause mode. To view what you've just recorded, you're going to go to the playback mode of the camera. By pressing the mode button once to go to playback, you will see a list of the footage that you just shot. To select the footage that you'd like to view, moving the joystick to select the footage that you would like to see. To select it, press the joystick button once, and you're able to view the footage that you just shot, as well as hear the audio. To stop it, move the joystick to the off position, and you're done previewing the shots that you want to preview. When you're finished shooting, make sure you turn the camera off and take the media card out and capture your footage onto your computer or removable hard drive for editing. Once you have removed the footage, return it back to the camera and remove the battery from the camera and check in.